After 21 years, you're probably real anxious. Oh, you are, Mr. Carlisle. You had the suit, you threw me off. Are you going forward today without an attorney? All right, but you made a deal. Okay, so according to the paperwork, you're going to plead guilty to the added charge of allowing licensed driver to operate, and both the charges from January 23rd would be dismissed, right? Okay, and did you read your rights form? You understand those rights and the options they give you? You understand the possible penalty for the added charge? Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty to that charge freely and voluntarily today?
What begins as a routine day in traffic court quickly reveals a series of dangerous choices behind the wheel. Defendants face allegations tied to suspended licenses, impaired driving, and conduct that placed others at risk. As the proceedings unfold, the focus shifts from punishment alone to the consequences of decisions that could have changed lives forever.
Sir, did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township on that date? And was your license suspended, revoked, or denied at the time? I'll accept your plea. I'll dismiss both original charges. What is the status of your license?
Currently, the prosecutor gave me the opportunity to get my license back. 1 year.
Wow.
I've been always trying to get better. So,
How long you been sober?
Pardon?
How long you been sober? Good for you. Yeah.
I had 4 years of denials.
Yeah. But you know how to do it.
I do, and life's better. I'm good.
Yeah. You know how to do it. Yeah. All right. So what are the hurdles that you have to get over to get your license back? You got to go back for a driver's license appeal division? Okay.
Getting letters.
Okay.
I've seen the petition therapist for the last 4 years.
Okay. Okay.
So I just jumped through.
You don't have a hearing date yet.
No, I have
Okay.
the case.
Okay.
Things submitted.
Have you hired an attorney?
I haven't checked.
Have you gone through that process yet, the driver's license appeal division? Hire an attorney. I know. Here's the thing, and I've never practiced in that area. I'm just from being here for 20 plus years. So many people, they do everything they think they need to do. They set up their hearing, they get to the hearing, and the hearing officer says, okay, come back when you've done this, and you've just lost all that time. After 21 years, you're probably real anxious. I'm going to suggest that you at least talk to an attorney that specializes in license restorations. Find out what it's going to cost you. My experience has been you're much more likely to get some bang for your buck on your first hearing with an attorney than without one. If nothing else, and I always stress, it's got to be somebody that does a lot of restoration because they know the individual hearing officers. They know how they want to see things put together. They know what T's that person wants to see crossed. So it's worth looking into.
It's something like mom, like I said, she's like, I'll take it.
It's definitely, I think you'll be well served. I mean, even if you got to beg, borrow, and steal the money, I think you'll be well served because you'll actually get some driving privileges back quicker. That's my experience. All right. So that was a tangent. I should have put you on a tangent alert. So back to business here. All right. Are you working?
Yes, I am.
Where at?
So,
How long?
after
Yeah, the prosecutor gave you a gift on this one because this charge shouldn't hurt you at all on the license restoration. Yeah. All right, so on this file, fines and costs are $500, and I order 4 days on the work program. The work program is an alternative to jail. We run that program. You pick the days. The days you pick, you'll walk out here with a schedule for 4 days. Those days you need to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. So go downstairs. Can you pay the money today? All right, go downstairs, pay the money. The cashier will give you a smile, and then tell her you need to set up your work program, and she'll tell you where to go. Any questions? Good luck with your hearing. It's issued that day. I'm in two things. I'm going to put you on a personal bond. We'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to send you downstairs to talk to probation. You're going to schedule an interview to come back and be interviewed by a probation officer, and you'll also find out today when your sentencing date is. Based on the interview, they're going to put together a report and a recommendation for sentencing. When you come back, you'll have a chance to talk about that with your attorney. I'll have read that report, then we'll have a conversation about that report and anything else you want to talk about, and then I'm going to decide what the sentence should be. You understand all that? In the meantime, your personal bond, condition 1, stay out of trouble. Condition 2, show up in court. Probation, sentencing, wherever we tell you to be. Third thing, don't purchase, possess, or consume any mood-altering substance unless you've got a doctor's prescription. Can you live with those rules? Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you mess that up? Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you mess up that bond? Any questions? Go downstairs, you're all set.
Thank you very much. You should be able to get a copy of the form of dismissal today to take through the PD and we should fire.
Everything's already done, just have it.
Yeah.
Should have probation, just have it.
Print something out down there. It's in the computer already.
Josh, can you get on Zoom, give me another Eric Brackman, Wayne County?
I'll jump in right now.
Thank you.
Elijah, is it Google Parsons? Parsons Google. I always do that. You know, it's a 50-50 chance, right? Are you going forward today without an attorney?
Yeah.
All right. And you made a deal with the prosecutor? All right. It says here that you're going to plead responsible to a third charge, double parking. You've agreed to pay fines at cost of $200, and both charges that were issued on March 1 would be dismissed, correct? That's the way you want to resolve this? Can you pay the $200 today? All right. Go downstairs, get a cashier smile, and get out of here. Have a great day. I'm doing the double parking on the civil.
$200.
200. Joseph Russell. Morning, counsel.
All right,
Good morning.
last, yeah, 34696, hearing on behalf of the defendant Joseph Russell, Your Honor. I'm here for you to tell the state managed to resolve this case. Mr. Russell is going to plead guilty as charged to operating while physically impaired. By a hotel. Also the failure to disclose to CC. We have agreed that they cannot have before that weapon. And the charge of distracted driving will be dismissed.
All right. Mr. Russell, did you discuss with counsel your rights and options? Understood those rights? Understood the options they give you? You understand the possible penalty for this misdemeanor charge of impaired driving? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to the charge? Freely and voluntarily today? And you're pleading responsible to the civil infraction? All right. On the civil infraction, it's $180. Can you pay that today? Take care of that before you leave the building for me. All right. And as to the misdemeanor, did you in fact drive a vehicle in Huron Township on August 6, 2025?
Yes.
Prior to driving, did you consume some alcohol?
Now,
Controlled substance. Yeah. And do we have some kind of a test?
But we did run, he did okay in the field surveillance test. He did admit smoking a joint 30 to 45 minutes before, driving. And I believe it was 30 nanograms of THC. I could look at it on and I mean,
All right.
it was fairly high.
All right. Well, let's do it this way. Mr. Russell, looking back on it now, do you think that your ability to operate the vehicle that day was impaired because of your consumption of that controlled substance? We can set it for trial. What was the nanograms?
it's not my medical practice, so
It was
not daily, but
Just because it's legal don't mean it's legal to drive.
30 nanograms per milliliter of the THC.
If I was carrying the THC in my system that you were carrying that day at that time, would you want me to take you on a cross-country trip? Why?
possibilities of risk factor, risk doesn't go out of the way to reward, I guess. So.
You satisfied, counsel?
Yep.
All right. Mr. Russ, I'll accept your plea. I'm going to send you downstairs to schedule an interview with the probation department. They'll also tell you when the sentencing date is. Did you hear me explain how a sentencing report?
The turning point comes when the judge reframes the entire case with a single question. Instead of debating technicalities, he forces the defendant to confront the real-world danger of driving under the influence of THC. In that tense silence, The courtroom moves beyond legal procedure and into personal accountability.
Court works. Based on the interview, they'll put together a report and a recommendation of sentencing. You'll have a chance to go over that with the attorney when you come back for your sentencing. I will have looked at it in advance. We'll talk about the report, the recommendation, and anything else you want to talk about before I decide what the sentence should be. Understood? Questions? Bond is continued. Have a nice day. You're welcome. Benjamin Mason.
He's not sure. Oh, I'm not charge. If everything is covered.
Right.
So if you can send her.
Yeah, she's 34696.
Hold on, counsel.
Oh, I'm sick.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you just need someone to let her know she's so.
Robin, is it Kaiser? All right, so we're adjourning all your misdemeanors, but you understand you got a speeding ticket, you gotta pay money on. Okay, the surety doesn't cover that. Can you take care of that today or set up a payment plan?
Hang on a second.
All right, it's 4:30. It's a big one. But you can get something started.
Yeah.
Just go downstairs before you leave the building, get some kind of paper plan in place.
Well,
All right. She'll give you a notice on the misdemeanors, but on your way out the door, stop and make a deal on the money. You're just waiting for a notice. All right. All right, counsel, go ahead on Mitchell or Mason.
Morning, Your Honor, 11, yeah, 34696, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Benjamin Mason.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I'm happy to tell you to resolve this matter because Mr. Mason has a valid driver's license.
Awesome, awesome.
So, the charge of driving a license.
Reading on B, but there's no B.
Dismissed in exchange shall plead guilty to allowing unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle and the charge of contributing to the delinquency of a minor will be dismissed and complete responsibility to double charge.
All right, Mr. Mason, you understand your rights and options? You understand the possible penalty for the misdemeanor charge? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to that charge today? Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
You want
This one.
yeah.
She didn't threaten you. Right, okay. All right, all right. So January 11, 2026, did you drive a vehicle in Huron Township?
Yes,
At the time, was your license suspended, revoked, or denied?
yes.
I'll accept your plea to the added charge. I'll dismiss both the original charges. I'm not going to take a plea to double parking because that just causes extra work for Heather. I'm just going to charge you a little extra money. So from your standpoint, it's the same thing. Understood? All right. And you've got your license now? And are you working?
Doesn't.
When's the last time you worked and where did you work?
Well, like under the table, I've been working around properties and stuff.
Okay. All right.
For that, it was before I got my license.
All right. Where'd you go to high school?
But,
Where'd you go to high school?
it was in the high school. It was like a military program out in Battle Creek, Michigan.
Michigan Youth Challenge Academy?
Yes.
When'd you come out?
Cycle. It was second to last cycle before they shut down.
Okay. All right. Well, they're not shut down. I had a kid just got kicked out yesterday.
That's news to me, sir.
Yeah.
So,
So when did you come out? What, July or January of what year?
yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so you've been out for a couple years. All right. So what have you done since then?
I've done a lot, Marine Corps a little bit, welding a bit,
Okay,
lived around the country doing really everything there.
okay. So why aren't you working now?
Flat.
Yeah, is that the problem?
Yeah, now he has a license, is a fine.
What are you gonna do now?
I'm doing everything welding and certified MIG welder, so that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. You wanna work in water and sewer?
I'm a little hard so
Would you like to work in the water sewer industry?
I'll work anywhere.
Give me one of the cards right there. Come on up here.
Thank you, sir.
He's operating out of Monroe.
Okay.
When you said Flat Rock, it rang a bell for me. I've known the guy for decades. He's always looking for help. He'll work your butt off. I mean, he'll work you to death.
That's what I need.
But if you show up when you're supposed to be there, you pay attention, you do what you're told, in a couple of years, you'll probably be running one of his crews. You can make a home there. It's not just a temporary job. Okay, the last time I talked to him, and it's been a while, he was starting people at $19 an hour. All right,
I'm young and I got nothing better to do but work.
and you're not gonna embarrass me, right?
No, sir.
All right, back to business. Anything else before I sentence on this file?
But as I stated, the president driver's license, he did the work he needed to do, and I'm really excited for him that he's working on his future.
Good. That's a good step in that direction. All right, so I don't know if I said this or not, but I'm dismissing both the original charges that were issued on January 11th. On the allow unlicensed driver to operate, I'm charging you $500 fines and court costs, and I'm going to tell you to schedule 4 days on the court work program. I assign work program as an alternative to jail. This is a 93-day misdemeanor. So you're going to pick the 4 days. I'm going to suggest that you go downstairs, schedule the next 4 days we've got available on our program. So when he tells you to come in for a job interview, you can start. Understood? Can you do anything with it, $500 today? Set up some kind of a payment plan. Monthly, weekly, whatever works for you. Any questions? Good luck.
As the hearings conclude, the court balances consequence with opportunity. Fines are imposed, work program sentences are ordered, and the expectation of responsibility is made unmistakably clear. But alongside accountability comes a final reminder. One decision can derail a life, while one second chance can help rebuild it.